Today I am really excited because we're going to be installing something that I have had my eyes on for a year or more now, since basically the time we started traveling. Today we're going to be looking at a keyless entry for your RV, specifically the RV lock. Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
Last year we sold our house and we're traveling across the country with our kids.
Hi, my name's Goose, and this is Maverick. Come join us!
Before we get into today's vlog, I wanted to announce the winners of round 2 of our epic summer giveaway. So congratulations to Living the RV Local Life. You guys won the $25 gift certificate to thechickslife.com. So you have 7 days to get a hold of us, whether it be a DM on Instagram or emailing us at thechickslife. Anyway, even comment down below on this video right here to get a hold of us, and then you can redeem your gift certificate for thechickslife.com. And speaking of getting a hold of us, the week 1 winner for the RV mat giveaway did not get a hold of us within their 7-day period. So we redrew the winner, and the winner is Parker Moore. Congratulations, Parker Moore. You have won the RV mat, the home is where you park it RV mat. So you also have 7 days to get a hold of us. DM us on Instagram, comment on us, Facebook, on YouTube, whatever. Just let us know you saw this video. And now to announce the 3rd giveaway for the epic summer giveaways. We are giving away an RV lock keyless entry complete with key fob to one of you guys. So the link will be down below, or you guys can head on over to thechickslife.com as usual, where you guys can enter the Gleam contest there. All sorts of ways to enter. But enough about that. Let's get back to installing this keyless entry so you guys can see what you have a chance to win. So these guys right here, they sent us their lock to check out. They are not sponsoring this segment, so this is not going to be a biased review by any means. I'm going to give you my honest opinion, the goods, the bads, the uglies, and in fact, we're going to jump forward in time after we've used it for a month or two to let you guys know how it functioned over time. So not just our immediate reaction, but our long-term reaction. But first, we have to hook it up. So let's go ahead and do that and see how easy and or difficult the installation process is. I am purposely installing this lock with very primitive hand tools. I have power drills and all sorts of things that would make this easier, but I wanted to let you know, if you have nothing but a Phillips head screwdriver, how difficult and how long will this process take you. So as you can see, I'm time-lapsing this because I don't think you want to sit here for 10 or 15 minutes watching me do this, but the entire process from taking it out of the box, removing the old lock, installing the new lock, programming the key fob and all that took me about 15 minutes with a single miniature little Phillips screwdriver. So super simple process that you guys can do even when you're out boondocking, so don't feel like you need major tech savviness or power tools to do this, because it's a super simple swap out. They have designed this to fit exactly in the place of your old lock, so there's no cutting or anything crazy like that. You simply unscrew the old one, which is about 6 screws, and put in the new one. Alright, now that we got it installed, which only took about 15 minutes, let's go ahead and head outside and see how well that key fob works, because I've used some that don't work unless you're like right next to it, which is kind of worthless. But the whole goal would be, like, say we're in the truck, we forgot something, Ashley can quickly hit the key fob while I run inside and grab it and then lock it from the truck. So that's the goal. So let's go ahead and head outside and see how far away from the trailer we can get before it stops working. Okay, so this is not a difficult test at all. It's the simplest but most practical way to test it out. I'm stepping away in like 10-foot increments roughly, and if it works, I step further away and further away until finally, as you guys can see, I get all the way to the edge of our Boondocker Welcome Hosts property, and I can't go any further. So then I walk around the corner and behind the RV, and that's when I finally start to have a little bit of issues. So if you're behind something metal like that and you're about 100 to 200 feet away, it probably won't work. But if you have a clear line of sight, easily works from about 100 feet away, which is way better than I thought it was going to be. So it's a super simple design. You have an 8-digit keypad with a lock and an unlock, and in case you're worried about getting locked out, they still do have the physical locks here and there. So when and if this ever dies or has an issue, you can still unlock it right there with your normal key. So basically we just leave our key in a designated area and we know it's always there, but we never use it because we just come up and either use the key fob or you just type in your code to get in, which is amazing because I hate when I'm out here working or we forgot something, like I said, in the truck and I have to run back in and find the key. It's a pain in the butt. So being able to not worry about where your key is ever and just being able to type in your code is pretty amazing. doing, Mav? Are you splashing, sissy? What'd you find, Gov?
I'm not showing you yet.
What is it?
Oh, my skirt got wet.
Oh, man. You thirsty, bud? From all that chasing of the golf cart? Just watch out for the gators.
She said they're only all in the deep.
Yeah. Apparently they haven't seen any gators over in this area, so we don't really have to worry about it, but they are out there somewhere. So beautiful here. And Paul's been chasing the golf cart for like the past 20 minutes, so he's exhausted.
And it's muddy. And I chased it.
It's more sandy than muddy, but it is dirty, you're right.
Which is fun.
So that's what makes it fun though, right?
Morning, sunshine.
I think I'll name you Downy.
120 cups of coffee while boondocking? Can't do that without Battleborn batteries. So while we are on the topic of RV locks and kind of like RV security, I thought it would be a good opportunity to sit down with Ash and just kind of talk about RV security and precautions in general, right?
Sure.
All right, so let's do that. So I wanted to break it down into two sections for you because it's going to be a very different your RV security when you're boondocking and when you're at RV parks or resorts. So why don't you first off talk a little bit about some of the stuff, the security precautions that RV resorts and RV parks have.
Basically, I feel like RV security is the same for the most part as it is with sticks and bricks. Like, you make sure that everything is safe, that you feel secure. So with RV parks, obviously they're gonna have a little bit more security for you. So
they're usually gated.
They're gated. Sometimes they have security guards there. Sometimes they have codes.
And we've even been in places that have like little security patrols on their golf carts that drive around, which is really nice because say you don't lock something up outside, it gives you that peace of mind of like, okay, it's unlikely somebody's gonna steal something from our front yard because there's these little, you know, mall cops driving around.
Mall cops.
Another security benefit of the RV parks is usually when you check in, you get a pass to put not only in your fifth wheel, but in your truck, in your rig. So if there's trucks or rigs that aren't supposed to be there, the security patrols will be notified about that. So it just kind of helps give you that extra level of security, which is quite nice.
Plus, RV parks tend to be more populated. Now, whether you consider that good or bad, it's kind of up to you.
Just more eyes in general makes it, in my opinion, makes it feel less likely that somebody's going to be doing something.
Yeah, I guess there's more of a sense of security when you're at an RV park or a state park, even national parks. Sorry, there's a hair here. Even national parks, it gives you that
campgrounds
security.
in general, but the most national parks, state parks aren't going to have as, I think, secure of perimeters and that kind of thing.
No.
I feel like RV parks have much more patrols. You're more likely to have security. You're more likely to have cameras and that kind of stuff. So you just feel safer there. Usually people always leave their barbecues and their bikes out and about. And most of the time, you are safe. Now, there's always...
so sorry, I keep yawning.
There's always going to be that outlier where there's a chance of some jerk coming around and stealing your barbecue or stealing your kids' bikes or whatever. But that's fairly...
Or stealing your bike.
Yeah, but that wasn't at an RV park. My bicycle got stolen like within the first month of traveling. We were out in Washington in some parking lot and my bike got jacked.
Yep.
Anyways,
Bitter.
speaking of security, we now lock up all of our bicycles and sometimes even our barbecues when we leave them outside for that reason. Because, I mean, if someone really wanted to cut through a high security chain or something like that, anybody can cut through anything, but it's more of that deterrent for the passerby who will seize, ooh, that's something nice, let's grab that. So we take that safety precautions on things we leave outside.
I feel like we're a little bit more relaxed with the like chaining everything up. But when we are boondocking, we tend to be a little bit more aware just because you're boondocking, anybody can go there.
Yeah, so switching to the boondocking category, there are no security measures. There are no, I mean, there are some BLM spots that kind of have a gate that you have to go through, but there's no security, there's no cameras, there's no safety precautions. So that's when I think you have to be a little more diligent about locking things up, putting things away. One of the safety precautions you can take, whether you're in an RV park or boondocking, is you can buy ball locks for your actual trailer hitch, whether it be the fifth wheel or your trailer, that goes up in where the ball goes.
You need to stop saying ball locks that goes up in. Like, don't put this in.
But it's true. Oh, it's totally going. Totally
don't put this in. I was trying not to giggle and be juvenile about this, but you just kept gripping.
So your ball locks. So it goes up in where.
Just don't use your hands. You don't have to sit there and do this.
It keeps other people from backing up their rigs and attaching.
Redo it. You're not gonna put that in. I refuse. I will ruin the take.
So that just keeps anybody who has a truck with a ball on it to back up and steal your trailer, or anybody with a fifth wheel hitch that can back up and take your fifth wheel. So that's just another little safety precaution. Again, people can get around it, but it's just a deterrent to keep somebody from trying to steal your entire house. But let's talk about interior security. That's kind of all exterior, things we do on the outside. So once you get past the RV lock to the inside, what kind of precautions can you take to help protect the inside of your house?
I feel like the precautions on the inside are going to be the same as if you lived in sticks and bricks. You can have like the white noise where you turn on a TV and it's just on. You could have a dog.
A 150-pound large dog with a very intimidating bark.
Yes, that it is. And so, I mean, those right there are two I feel very big deterrents.
And one simple thing that we do when we leave, we usually draw our curtains down just to keep snooper buyers from coming and seeing if there's anything valuable inside.
Well, not even that. Like, if your shades are down, who's to know if you are there or not, you know? I mean,
leaving lights on at night when it's dark, that kind of stuff.
Most of the time our shades are down anyway because we're trying to keep either the heat in or the heat out.
Exactly. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can buy wireless security cameras that will talk to your phone or your laptop or whatever, and then that gives you your immediate notification. And that's also a great way to check on animals if you have animals left in your trailer. So the wireless cameras are really great, and I know that it can be more difficult if you're boondocking and you don't have a battery bank. That may limit your options a little more. You'll have to find one that are battery operated, which will definitely be much more difficult, but I know there are options for those kind of things. So I will actually link up a few of the things that you guys can check out down below or right there in the iCard as far as the RV lock we're using and the security cameras that I suggest you guys check out, different options. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out right there.
You know, you just kind of have to hope that there aren't people out there that are bums. Like little
I guess the one big difference
bum
is
nuggets.
I don't think there are companies like Brinks or other big home security companies that will monitor your RV for you. I don't think that's an option. I honestly haven't researched it, but I've never heard of it or heard anybody that has that option. So that would be the one difference. But you can get your security cameras, you can have dogs, you can have locks, all those precautions. I highly suggest looking into those, whether you're a weekend warrior or part-timing, because you never know when a bum nug, as Ashley likes to call it, bum nugs. Where did that come from? But I think that came from Uncle Ryan. Bum nug.
Goose heard someone using the word butt one time, and she's not allowed to say it. And so, in an act of defiance, she used the word butt nugget, and I'm not sure why, and it just stuck with all of us. So, yes, our children do have acts of defiance.
So on that note of butt nuggets, we are gonna go ahead and pack up and head out, because today we are headed south, as far south as we have ever been on the road.
No more clouds, no more rain. I need sun to ease my pain.
What?
We're gonna go swimming!
So today, the time has finally come. Oh my goodness, I feel like we've been waiting for this forever. We have been hanging out. We've been hanging out in southern Florida, actually in central southern Florida, for the past month, basically, ever since before the cruise, just waiting for our reservation to come up at the Keys. And today is the day. We are boondocking at a casino just north of the Everglades. It's actually the same place we camped last time we were here before the cruise. So it's a nice, wide open parking lot. It'll be in our travel map if you guys ever want to check it out. But I am so excited to finally go to a place with full hookups.
And go swimming.
Say what?
And go swimming.
Yes, ma'am. Mommy, how ready are you to have full hookups right now?
Oh, so ready. It's hot.
We have been like dying in this heat. Luckily, it hasn't been like 100 degrees or anything like that, but it's been in the high 80s, if not the 90s, and we've had no AC for the past couple days, so we are so ready to get to a place with full hookups and have some air. Thankfully, the Boondocker place we were at a little bit ago allowed us to use their power, so we were able to have AC for a little bit, but unless we were at one of the state parks where we had power, it's been a sweaty month.
The last Boondockers walk when we were hot, we loved Angie and Pete. It was so fun because it was so pretty, and their place was so nice. However, even though we could park in the shade, you can't because we also need the sun. So
no air conditioning made it a little bit difficult.
It was a little hot. It was a little hot.
So we are ready to go be able to have showers every day. We are ready to have some air conditioning and just explore the Keys and everything they have done. Okay, let's pack up.
Golf cart.
Yes, and Miss Angie had a golf cart. Thank you.
Ladies and gents, we are officially in
the Florida Keys. We made it into Key Largo. So crazy. I feel like we built this up, or at least I've built this up for so long because I've wanted to go to the Keys for quite a while, and then we've been in Florida, like I said, for a month. So I've been looking forward to this for so long.
Yes, it feels like we've been in Florida forever. Anyway.
The crazy thing is though, even though we're in the official Keys, we made it to Key Largo. For those of you that don't know, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to drive from one side of the Keys to the other. So it's not a short drive. I think it's only about 105, 110 miles, but because you're on these 1-lane, 2-lane roads where you're going 40, 45, it just takes forever. So we still have an hour and 3 minutes until we get to our resort, which is kind of nice because that kind of gets us pretty close to the middle of the Keys. So no matter where we want to go, it'll be about an hour drive maximum to where we want to go in the Keys. I wanted to give you guys the recap I promised. It's actually been about 2, maybe 3 months since we installed this lock, and we have driven all the way across the country testing it out. And if you guys follow us on Instagram, you know via our stories that when we were in the hurricane, or the tornado, sorry, when we were in the tornado in Oklahoma area, that it actually shorted out on us. So what happened is we were in a torrential downpour, and when I opened the door, it was like somebody was spraying the inside of our house with a pressure washer, and a little bit of water got in the crack of the RV lock. Now this is, in my opinion, nothing against RV lock, because I think no matter what the lock was, some water might have gotten in there. The testament to RV Lock is I emailed them, and within a few days they had sent out a replacement lock free of charge. So like I said, I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. It did malfunction. The keypad stopped working. The physical lock still worked, so we were able to still use the physical lock to get in and out. But the 8 button, I believe it is what shorted out. So not all the buttons, but just like 1 or 2 of the buttons shorted out on us because we were in a friggin' tornado, and it was like I said, felt like a pressure washer hitting me in the face when I opened that door. But they had excellent customer service. Didn't charge me for shipping, nothing. Didn't even need me to send the old device back because I let them know that it was just crapped out, and they sent us a new one. So that was excellent. So I highly recommend RV Lock. There are other companies out there. You guys can do your research, but I will specifically link up the RV Lock that we have so you guys can check that out and read reviews. I will leave the decision making up to you, but that is our experience, and so far we have loved it. It's been a game changer. But if you haven't, be sure to subscribe, because this is going to be a crazy couple weeks here in the Florida Keys. We have so much planned. Like, it's going to be a non-stop action-packed adventure. That sounds cliche and really corny, but it's going to be true. We have so much going on. And if you haven't already checked it out, another reminder, the Epic Summer Giveaway is still going on. They're non-stop, one after the other. So the current one we are giving away totally makes sense, an RV lock. So if you guys want that RV lock in your rig, be sure to click on the Epic Summer Contest giveaway link down below, and there are many ways to enter, so check that out over on thechickslife.com. And until next time, guys, stay positive, get out there, life is an adventure, so make some memories.